am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season number 11, episode number 4, Pass the Peach, Throw the Shade. If it's your first time visiting my channel, what up though? Go ahead, click the red subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine, and the notification bell, like peanut butter and jelly. The two go together and you don't want to miss a video I upload. So when we start off, we see Kandi going to visit her OBGYN, our favorite OBGYN from Married to Medicine, Miss Jackie herself. They are looking to have another baby, but maybe going the surrogate route. Because they have 2 embryos left from before Ace was born. You know, I guess he was the third. Only 3. Nonetheless, Dr. Jackie gives all of their options for surrogacy. One is for, of course, tied to his sperm to inseminate someone else's egg. You know, through, you know, you always think of a syringe, but it's a syringe, but a really, really long one. And then there's the option of marrying Kandi's egg that they have frozen with Todd's sperm and implanting it in someone, hoping that it would take and attach itself and mature. They were like, well, we have 2. Can we do 2 at the same time? As a pregnancy and as in 1 in each person. So as twins and 1 in each person. So that was pretty much it for Kandi. I thought it funny that Todd was like, we gotta go so I can figure out how to pay for 2 surrogates. I was like you paying for it? We know where the money coming from. All right, Todd, we give you that you're a producer and that you occasionally work, but we know that the bulk of the money comes from who? Kandi. Then we see Miss Eva the Diva herself, and she is meeting her fiance Michael at their favorite cigar lounge for a midday rendezvous to see one another, but you know that's a setup. What we see here is that Michael pretty much gives Eva free reign for her wedding. Do whatever. I don't really want to be involved. I don't necessarily have to be involved. Just let me know, are we still getting married? Because I haven't heard anything else. But what I did find as commonality for most black women, hell, most women in general, is the fact that Eva's mom is running the wedding. Pretty much like Eva said, Eva was like, it's my mom's wedding and she's allowing us to come. I don't know what it is about moms and weddings and why they want to take over and then get mad when you don't want to have nothing to do with their ideas. I mean, did that happen to you? Anybody that has happened to, please raise your hand. Okay, let me know down below in the comments. I'm just saying, my mother would get upset when I didn't like the ideas that she had come with. I'm just saying, it's cool. That was a long time ago. If I get married again, it's either we're doing destination, we're eloping, or we're getting married in the living room and having tacos and tequila. Like, there's not many options unless he has never had a wedding, wants to be married, never had a wedding, wants it big, and he's paying for the entire thing. Like, babe, here's $25,000 for you to have free reign, but I would like to be involved in the details. Okay, cool. But other than that, honey, inexpensive. Destination, everybody can come if they can pay their own way. I'm just saying, I'm not paying $40 a plate for everybody to come and gawk at us. Let's go on to Miss Portia, honey. Miss Portia and her new boo, Bo Dennis, is taking his mom out for a birthday dinner. I thought it was cute that in her first meeting that she was like, I got you a gift, and she was like, oh, you shouldn't have. And it was a nice Louis Vuitton wallet. His mom didn't seem very impressed by it. She was like, this is nice. I was like, Dennis was like, you did good, but mom didn't feel like it was anything spectacular. And she was like, I didn't know what to get you. He didn't give any hints, so I just got what I could. I thought it was a very nice gesture. I'm sure mama has a few Louis Vuitton wallets of her own already because her son is who he is. Come on, Portia. Think about that. You could have got her, you know, a more jazzy one instead of the classic. She got that already. Now, what I did like was that Dennis said it had been 7 years since his mom had met anyone. And when his mother got there, she kind of proved that to be true because Portia made mention of him being really busy with the original hot dog company, and that she needed to start maybe coming up there to go to work since mom is like head of the empire. She was like, yeah, he is very busy. So I was kind of wondering what it was about you that caught my son's attention, because it's been a long time. So that seemed to be facts. But as we saw this last episode, episode 3, you know, he tattooing everybody's name on him and getting everybody getting Rolexes and stuff. So you doing all that before they meet your mama? Probably because you're a mama's boy. The way I was looking at their relationship is that he's a mama's boy, because that mama was firing off the questions. And I'm really glad that Portia did not try and answer those questions, but allowed Dennis to be in the hot seat and answer the questions. Are you guys in love already? She allowed him to say yes. Are you considering marriage? Isn't that the end game, Mom? To be married, to find someone you want to be married, to get to know someone and want to be married to them? Like, so I was glad to see that he was in the hot seat, that he wasn't afraid to say what it is to his mom. I mean, because he could have just left Portia there looking crazy. Okay, we're going to leave Miss Cynthia for last. Let's talk about Miss Shamari. So, Shamari and her mother-in-law go to Elf's Cakery. I think that's what it was called, because it is the twins' first birthday and she needed to do cake testing. And let's just get this out the way right now. So it's the first birthday. I never understand why we give these huge first birthday parties that people, our children, are not going to remember. It is more for us than them. I'd rather just give my child cake and ice cream, have somebody come over, we sing, and I get pictures, because all we want to see is the cake and the face. Everything else is for, all the money we spend is for other people. So when she spent $450 a cake, $900 for a one-year-old birthday party, I was floored. They do not need 2 cakes because they're twins. They need 1 cake because they're identical and they came from the same egg, which split off. Honey, please don't play with me. I would have been like, no, one is fine. At $450 a head, I'm sorry. A $30 sheet cake does fine. Okay, because I ain't got money to throw away, just to throw around like that. And, you know, Shamari does. She is Ronnie's wife, so that's nice. But the more important thing here is, number one, their relationship was strange. Mama Ronnie, Mama DeVoe, and Shamari, their relationship was strained because I believe that the mama might have had some trust issues. You know, Ronnie was Ronnie, and he was tall, and all the girls loved him from New Edition. Ralph Tresvant was really the favorite of most people because he seemed to be the most handsome, but now I'm all like, in my adult life, I'm all like, none of them are cute. Nevertheless, the thing that really had our mouths open was the fact that, not that she said she was in an open relationship, but that she said it to her mother-in-law. Did you know that we were in an open relationship? Now, here's the thing. Why do you need to share that with your mother-in-law? I'm not sure. That there are some things that you should not discuss. There are some things that we should not be talking about, and one of them is that we had an open relationship, meaning I could screw who I want, you could screw who you wanted, as long as we were open, honest, and safe. I'm not telling my mother-in-law that. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, no. We also found out that it was her idea, because I was thinking, oh, Ronnie, you know, he wanted it because of all the different women that were throwing themselves at him. But it was Shamari, and she was being bi-curious. She wanted to see what it was like to date a woman. Later on, we'll talk about it some more. Oh, look, we're already at Cynthia. Okay, so for starters, Cynthia and all these sexual innuendos with Mike, and they already saying I love you on that FaceTime. I was like, okay, Cynthia. I don't know how long they've been dating, but it does seem, you know, rather quick. But you know, women, we fall quickly and hard sometimes and are very rose-colored glasses, and I really want this to work for her. We're just gonna have to see where this goes. I'm all for it though. And so during her like confessional, she said that they make it work, that they talk 7 to 8 times a day on FaceTime. And I was here for it. Like, it's a long distance relationship. You're in Georgia, he's in California. That's bi-coastal. So constantly being in communication and seeing one another definitely makes it possible for a relationship to work. Seeing them, because when it becomes out of sight, out of mind, one person does their thing, the other person does another. And there's nothing really you can do about it. Have you ever been in a long distance relationship? I want to know how you made it work. Let me know down below in the comments. I'm curious to know, because I really feel like you do have to be vested in the relationship in order for it to work. Just my thoughts. Both parties have to be vested. One party can't and the other, because it's a recipe for disaster. I want to hear what you have to say. So it's time. She talks about the Bailey Q and says that she invited all the ladies and they could bring a +1, and they also needed to bring a dish. So Portia's dish arrived before she does. Dennis sent the damn kit and caboodle with the original hot dog company truck delivering it for her. Then Nene arrives with her +1. Her +1 is Marlo, of course, and she brings with her a delicious looking strawberry cake. Looks like it has whipped cream and whipped cream in the middle and strawberries on the top. Those cakes be the best, especially when they're fresh strawberries. Honey, the fat girl in me is dancing. But more importantly, out on the deck, Eva was the center of conversation. Marlo felt like they didn't know Eva, that she's not her normal self or hasn't really opened up to the group yet. And Nene's all like, well, she's a different woman now that she has a fiance and she's getting married. I know her as the tell it as it is, neck popping chica. This woman is somebody entirely different. And I feel like when you have children, when you get married, when you mature and grow up, things change. You start seeing the world differently. You start handling people with care and kindness and love, because that is how you want to be treated, especially when you have children. You think, if I turn up and something happens, my children no longer have a parent. Well, that's just me talking from my own experience, okay? Hello, somebody. Also, Cynthia seems to bring up that Eva started a rumor about her, about Will and her, and that Will was the previous boyfriend, that she paid Will to date her. We just bringing this up this season? You just found out like between seasons or something, Cynthia? And really, why is that bothering you? Because Will is a non-factor, okay? You shouldn't even be thinking about Will. Will is the furthest thing from your mind, and anything that had associated with it, okay, whatever. You know it ain't true. All of this, I would never have to pay anybody to date me. Child, listen. Next to arrive was Candy, and her +1 was Carmen. I don't know if I really like Carmen, though. Like, I like her look the last episode, but I don't know if I like her. Something about her personality to me is just real shady and messy and make me want to punch her in her throat. Like, I don't know what it is about her, but it is something. Shamari comes alone. I wish she would have brought a +1 like everyone else. And she comes with some roasted couscous salad. Roasted couscous vegetable salad. So they didn't show us what their food looks like, but I'm sure ain't nobody eating that. Nene came with +2. So she had Marlo and her friend Tanya. Then Eva brought her friend Natalie and a 7-layer dip and an upside down cake. I know y'all probably like, why are you telling us what they bring? Because to me it's important to know what kind of dish you bring. It talks about your personality, and whether you made it or not also says a lot about your personality and who you are. Portia, though, let's talk about Portia. Portia brings Laura and Shamia. Now let me know, they were on their way in the car ride together, okay? Do you think that it was appropriate for Portia to bring up the shade that Eva was throwing at the event, at the Atlanta Live event last week? Let me know. I feel like, yes, Shamia is her really, really good friend. Since she's friends with both of them, hangs out with both of them, calls both of them friends, I don't care that she has known Shamia longer. I feel like if either of the two says something about the other, you should not go back and say anything, because now you're put in the middle. Okay? One may be like, well, she can't be talking about me by herself. And what you would do as a friend is just shut the conversation down. Listen, I don't want you to talk about my friend like that. That's enough. Because I'm not going to entertain the conversation. I don't feel like we should be sharing this kind of information with the other. Just shut the whole conversation down and say, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, you think my friend is shady? That's your opinion. But let's not talk about her, because she's still my friend and I value friendship. Like, that's how I see it. So let's talk about the Bailey Q. Let's talk about them actually at the party. The Bailey Q is on the 4th of July weekend. So you see Marlo and you see Cynthia's sister. Why is her name escaping me right now? Both in their red and white bikini tops. As soon as we get in there, honey, Shamari asked Eva what she thought about her performance. Eva said, oh, I liked it. It was good. Marlo yells, I didn't see it. Do it again. Honey, Candy says now is the opportunity. Candy said, I won't be singing in front of this group because I don't need Ronnie to pop up and talk about my pauses and my placement again. Shamari defends her husband and says, well, he's a legend. And they all say, well, Candy's a legend too. Not quite like New Edition, but I see the point. I see their point, but not quite like New Edition. And has Shamari not asked her husband to say anything or give any pointers, Ronnie wouldn't have said anything. I'm just saying, y'all can agree with me or not, but make sure you're doing it in the comments down below. Cynthia is ready to play her first game, which is called Pass the Peach. As she is explaining the rules to the game, they pan into Eva, who is assisting Shamia get some type of food off of the coffee table. Now, I caught that before they brought it up. I was like, ain't that a little shady? Now, that's shady. That's low-key, high-key, God-key shady. You was just talking about the girl last week, but this week, you helping her get some food? Now, when you don't fuck with nobody, you don't fuck with them. Number one, you ain't really trying to sit right next to them. But that setup was for messiness, of course. You know that was staged by the producers. And number two, you ain't passing them no food. You looking like, oh, you hungry? I know you pregnant. It's right there, girl. Yeah. Or the person on the side of you could help. Or your friend you came with could help you. But listen, it ain't going to be me. So the first question that comes up is, who needs a makeover? And everybody is like passing a buck. Nobody wants to hurt anybody's feelings. Everybody's quiet as fuck. Here, you take it, you take it, you take it. Eva got the thing. I don't need no fashion advice. We all could use a little glamming. I can give everybody some advice. Pass it, pass it, pass it. And then it finally gets to Portia, and Portia's like who wore it best? You know, red top, white pants, red shoes or silver shoes? Which one, who wore it best, okay? First and foremost, if I had the peach, let me tell you something. Shamari could use some updating. She had on them jeans with that little tube top, honey, and her little gold chain belt. I mean, I know that those belts are back, but that's how they wore them back in the 90s. Like, you could use a little updating. So I'm going to need her to get some fashion advice. And then I'm going to just need somebody to pull Portia to the side and say, Portia, girl, I know you cute and you got all that junk in the trunk, but that skirt is ill-fitting. Go one size up until you drop that 10 pounds so you can wear that skirt again, okay? Like, somebody should have told her just come in some cute little joggers, okay? Cute joggers and some heels or something, some jeans or something, but they probably don't fit. That's how come she had on that stretchy shit. Somebody needed to have a conversation with the two of them. I don't know why we was passing the buck. Y'all can tell me if you feel differently. The next question was pulled by Marlo, and the question was, who is the biggest liar? And Marlo said, Portia then, now Eva. Stop right there. When was Portia the biggest liar? Oh, yeah, that's right. Just that fast, I remembered. It was that whole Phaedra, Portia, Candy thing. But Portia really wasn't lying. She was just regurgitating what Phaedra had said. So, okay, I get, she said Portia. But then she said, why am I having a problem? Then she said Eva. Eva wanted to know why she was a liar. So Marlo is like, because we don't know who you are. Well, that doesn't make you a liar. That makes you not a liar. And it's not fake, but it is fake. Like, there's a word for it, and I can't put my finger on it right now. God, I can't put my finger on it. But whatever it is, it makes it so that people don't get to know you. People don't know who you are. It's a facade. Not necessarily fake. You're just not letting people in. So I don't think that she really is. That really wouldn't consist of being a liar until they start saying that wouldn't necessarily constitute her being a liar. But then they were like, but you're fake because you were just talking about Shamia and now you helping her with the bean dip. They rewind it. They show you what we all saw earlier, Eva helping Shamia. I didn't know it was with the bean dip. Now here's the thing. I'm going to give Eva a pass because it was Eva's bean dip and she was probably like, these bitches need to eat this shit. I'm not bringing it back home. Though I still feel like she shouldn't have. If Shamia had asked her, then I don't know. But I could see why she would have done it because it was her bean dip and she wanted to make sure that she dished it out right. I wouldn't have been getting her any bean dip if I was talking shit about her. I would not have been sitting next to her. They would not have been able to call that out on me because they were talking about how she threw shade and really Eva started backpedaling. Like, I wasn't throwing shade after the love and light. I was just saying your friend is shady. You were bringing her up in your mouth. And Shamia was like, when people bring you up to me, I don't even address it. I don't even say anything. Makes sense to me. Even if you still see me as the shady friend, don't put your mouth on me because I thought we had moved past it. I thought we were in a good space. We apologized and hugged and shit. Like, maybe, maybe not. We almost done, y'all. The third question was, who's the freakiest? And everybody pointed to Candy, but Candy was like, because it was Candy who pulled the slip. Candy was like, oh no, it's Portia. Here you go, Portia. She just sneaky with hers. And Portia said, you know what? I don't do back door, so I'm not super freaky. There's no anal going here. She was like, you lying. She was like, no. I said, I tried it and it didn't work. Now, I know there's been a time or two that I tried it and it didn't work. Like, that's the one thing off of my list. I don't do back door. I don't even know if, let me not even ask y'all that question. Y'all can tell me though if you want to. A lot of people are open and free sexually. So let me know down below in the comments if you're a fan of backdoor. The fourth question was, who has ever been in an open relationship? And Shamari jumps up with open arms and the ladies have questions, lots of questions. And then we revisit the fact that, number one, she was the one that initiated it. Number two, that she was bi-curious. Number three, that what the rules and regulations were as it related to their open relationship. Because I'm going to say this, each open relationship is different based on the two people that are in it. I've never been in one. I don't know if I would be closed off to it or if I'd be open to a open relationship. I can't tell you right now, you know, because that's not something that I have been approached with, okay? But, nor have I considered it. But I'm never going to say, oh, that's not something that I would do. I'm just saying. But her reason behind it was that she was bi-curious. There were some rules that went around it, and one of which was she could not sleep with men. That she only could sleep with women, and she had slept with 2 women. You know, and so to each their own. I'm not passing judgment on her. Y'all be doing stuff. Listen, some of y'all are in open relationships and don't even know you in an open relationship. Hello, somebody. While you passing judgment on poor little Shamari, you got a husband who's sleeping with somebody else right now. He cheating on you and you had no clue that you were in an open relationship. It's really cheating because open relationships mean we both agree on it. But you get the point. You understand where I'm coming from with that. The last question is, if you were on a deserted island, which one of these ladies would you take? Honey, and on the side, you got Portia over there being shady, like, come on, lesbian, speak on up. Like, okay, how many women in there are lesbian? How many women in there really like women? Well, we know Candy has had a threesome, or 2 or 3 or 4 of them. And then you know Shamari has been in an open relationship where her side relationship was with a woman. Who else? It was eluded that Eva likes women. Who else? Y'all let me know down below in the comments because I am clueless when it comes to that. Okay, well, that wraps up this entire episode. Thank you for watching my review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode number 3, Pass the Peach, Throw the Shade. Don't forget to go ahead and let me know what you thought about the episode. Give me a thumbs up because you like me and I'll know it's real. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.